I am Yvette Gonzalez Navarro. I am from Mexico, from a city called Aguascalientes. I work in local concept as client strategies director.
Nora Diaz, and I'm a translator and conference interpreter at Consultoría Lingüística Profesional, or CLP for short. I live in northern Mexico in Chihuahua.
My name is Grace Nelson, and I am a transcreation project manager, and I come from Durango, Mexico. Even though my heart and background are 100% Mexican, I currently reside in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, well, food is one of the greatest things about Christmas, I think, everywhere. And in Mexico, it's a big thing. Tamales are a big favorite all over Mexico. In Chihuahua, where I live, here I have some tamales here to show you. In Chihuahua, where I live, tamales are usually stuffed with red chili pork or jalapeno and cheese or pecans and raisins, and those are sweet tamales. Christmas cookies are one of the most delicious Mexican traditions. The same cookies are usually served at weddings. In my family, my mother starts making Christmas cookies several weeks in advance, in early December, but she has to hide them because if she leaves them lying around, people will eat them and there will be no cookies by Christmas. And so I have some Christmas cookies here. And these are different kinds, but my favorite are these, and they are called cuernitos de nuez. And they are little pecan crescent-shaped cookies that are covered in powdered sugar. So, and they are delicious. I can eat a whole kilo of those in one sitting. So it's a good thing that my mother hides them. And then lastly, no Mexican meal would be complete without a good salsa. So every Mexican has several favorite salsa recipes. Today I'm going to share with you my very own salsa recipe that is incredibly easy to make and incredibly delicious. It goes well with chips, with meat, with turkey, anything. Plus you can decide how hot it will be. I'm Mexican, but I don't really like the extra hot salsa. So I will usually just make my salsa with 2 tomatoes and 1 jalapeno. And so it looks like this, and we're going to give you the recipe, and it's really easy to make. It's not complicated at all, provided you can find a good jalapeno. Oh, and one more thing that I wanted to talk about is ponche, which is a drink that we make around Christmas time. And it usually, it is made with several ingredients, and I have here some of the ingredients that go in ponche. And these are guavas and oranges and cinnamon sticks. And these are called Mexican hawthorns, I think. In Spanish are called tejocotes, and sugarcane. And so these are, and in some recipes, you also put some hibiscus flowers in them. I like it with hibiscus flowers. My husband doesn't, so we usually make it without. But it's drunk hot, and you can put a little, we call it a little piquete, which is some liquor in it. Of course, if you want to make it extra tasty. I wanted to show you these delicious buñuelos, which are Mexican fritters that I got from my very dear friend Nidia yesterday. I saw her and she said, I have some buñuelos for you. And so this is always a gift that makes your heart very, very happy. It's they are, you know, there's sugar on top of them, and they are fried, and so they kind of melt in your mouth. And you would usually have them with a cup of coffee or a cup of hot cocoa, and they are delicious.
Let me tell you about some traditional Mexican food. Flan. Unfortunately, there's no English name for flan. It's a creamy, fancy dessert with caramel custard on top. You can see here. Fancy. This dessert is really close to my heart because the night of the 23rd, Mama Nina, my grandma, would make flan for dinner the next day on the 24th, which would make the house smell so good and made me look forward for Christmas Eve. Homemade flan is considered to be a fancy dessert due to the complexity of making it and the high calories it has. Ingredients include eggs, cream cheese, evaporated milk, condensed milk, vanilla extract, and sugar. Flan is silky, smooth, sweet, and it has a caramel taste. I'll get it closer. I have here a slice. You can see the caramel dripping. Yeah, it's super, super yum. I'll give it a bite. You can see. There's also no translation into English for champurrado, but it's a comforting drink that we usually have during posadas. I'll get it close to the camera. It's thick, it's super rich, and it's made with masa flour, milk, chocolate, piloncillo, and tastes earthy, sweet, with notes of chocolate and the goodness from the masa flour. One interesting fact about it is that it's also very nutritious. My grandma would say that champurrado helps your immune system during winter, and it's so good.
Hello, so the recipe of today is enmoladas. One of the ingredients of enmoladas is mole. Mole is a Mexican sauce with origins in the pre-Hispanic. It is a blend of a lot of ingredients. It has more than 40 ingredients. You have paprika, chili peppers, seeds, chocolate, a lot of ingredients. So if you want to cook the mole from the beginning, you need at least a couple of days. But today we're gonna use this mole that I bought in the shop, and it's just delicious. So the ingredients are mole, of course. You need tortillas, you need chicken, and then a bit of cheese, any kind of cheese. You need 2 frying pans. So let's start. Step 1, you need to take the paste of your mole and put it into the one of the frying pans, because you need to melt your mole with some hot water. You need to keep it there at least for 1 hour, because you need like a liquid sauce. Once your mole is hot, you take one of your tortillas and you put it in the frying pan with the hot oil. You put it and then you turn it once, making sure just the tortilla is soft. Then you take the tortilla and you dip it into the mole. Be careful, because this step needs to be done quickly so you don't break your tortilla. Once it's dipped with the mole, you take it out and you put some, I will show you this, you put some chicken inside, and then you fold the tortilla. And this is how your enmolada will look. You put some cheese inside, and then provecho. Your enmoladas, if you want to combine enmoladas with a good tequilita, is always a good option. So, salud!